guys, welcome to day 57. I think it's, 57. Feeling pretty confident about that one. Of 100 days of making comics. The challenge where I spend 30 minutes every day for 100 days straight working on my own creator-owned comic. Monkey Junk being the one that I'm currently working on. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. Firstly, I would like to say a huge thank you to everyone who commented on yesterday's video, just sort of sharing their own stories or just offering encouragement or advice. Really appreciate it. I love to hear from you guys, and you know, I don't think I really correlated it at the time, but I think I was just having one of those sort of down moments that I occasionally have, that I never actually picked up on. So, and it was thanks to you guys that sort of made me realize that and go, well, hang on, this isn't a bad situation. Just keep trundling through. So yes, thank you guys, and I will reply to those comments properly later today if I can, but I did read them last night, so thank you again. It means the world to me. Last night was a pretty chill night. Jazz is feeling a bit unwell, so I was like, look, just chill on the couch and relax and look after her. And April's been a bit up and down lately too, not so much in sickness, but literally getting up and down out of bed. She's not really staying in bed at the moment. She's sort of sleeping in a bed for a couple of hours and waking up, and then do it again and then wake up. So there's been a lot of couch cuddling going on the past couple of days, which I don't mind, but at the same time it can be frustrating because get into the middle of drawing or something and then I'll have to get up, or Jazz will have to get up, and we generally take turns, something like that. But yes, otherwise it was a good night. Worked on Monkey Junk for a bit more. Actually did a fair bit of Monkey Junk work. I did my 30 minutes comic related. My intention was to finish, I'm pretty sure it was page 8, finish the pencils of that so I can print that out at work today, so I have that to pencil during the week. And if I get to it, which would be nice, I'm not going to get my hopes up whether or not I do. As long as I finish that page this week, I'll be happy, which should be pretty achievable. Tomorrow morning, I think, as long as I get up early. Yeah, but otherwise, that was the main thing I did. Finished that off. You guys have already seen the majority of the time lapse of that now. I'm not going to bother posting the rest of that video because really it was just me working out a couple of panels. But it took me the 30 minutes, and I think I finally got something that works, which I'm happy with. And I'm going to print that one out today. There was the bottom panel I had to sort of rejig a little bit more because I wasn't super happy with the pose. I didn't feel like it was I just feel like the action wasn't there. I'm still a bit unsure about it now, to be honest, but I'll have another look at it. I think I'm happy with it as it is, for sort of what I'm capable of doing, but I would like to look at doing, maybe redoing it down the line. I don't know. Other than that, I spent a bit of time just drawing some Monkey Junk stuff. So if you guys jump over to my Instagram, you'll actually see a really quick time lapse of one of the illustrations I did of Abby. I did that more so for my Patreons because I wanted to have a bit more content on there. So I did that. That was something I whipped up within maybe 40 minutes or so, I think. Fun little piece to do. Just trialing Abby with her jacket with long sleeves, because she's always got them rolled up, so I wonder what she looks like with them rolled down, and that's what she looks like with them rolled down. The post is actually public on Patreon. I didn't realize that until someone else commented on it, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just leave it up there as public. So if you guys want to go check it out on Patreon, it is there for you guys to view. You don't have to be a patron, but if you do jump on there, you'll see how much I'm posting and what sort of content you guys can get from me. And then I just kept sketching, and Jazz went to bed a bit early because April was just whingy, so she thought, maybe if I have a bit more luck in bed, getting her down, which she did, thankfully. And so I just kept sketching, and there was a couple of characters that me and Lee have been talking about, which are coming up sort of further into the comic, but wanted to, you know, I just had the idea of like, oh, I'm just going to try and draw these guys and see what happens, rather than just drawing the same old stuff. Do a bit of character design, you know, working with different faces and just trying to work things out. And yeah, we came up with 2 characters that we're happy with. One we refined a fair bit. We sort of chipped away and chipped away and chipped away at it together. And the other one, I should say, we did this over Facebook Messenger, which is great. I love Facebook Messenger. It means we can work without having to be with each other. It's good. And then I did another one quickly before bed, which he liked, but like as I'm waking up now, I'm like, I don't know, I really want to refine that. Like, I don't know if that really hits the mark that I had in my mind. Reminds me too much of something, and I want to move away from that a little bit. But I mean, look, the concept's there, it's just sort of rejigging it. But yeah, really happy with how it came up. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that there today. Sorry, there's been a few short ones today. My throat's feeling a bit funny. You can probably tell I'm a bit nasally. I don't know whether it was hay fever or a mixture of like I'm slightly sick and hay fever, or I'm just slightly sick. I have had a bit of a rough throat for the past few days, so I'm hoping it's not just slowly escalating. That's the last thing I want, is to be sick over the weekend and miss out on all the fun stuff I've got planned. Off to see Tomb Raider tonight with my dad's friends, and that should be fun. I've heard it's a fun movie. And then on Sunday, catching up with a few old friends from work who've left the workplace that I'm in now. Catching up with them for a couple of beers and some burgers, and I'm going to be in the city, so I'm going to hit up the comic book shop, and I'm going to pick up a copy of Headlopper 1, assuming they have it, because that's the Andrew McQuinlan book that I really, really, really want, and fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Alright, I'll leave you guys alone. Now I've got the whole weekend to update, so I'll catch you guys up on all that. Hopefully I'll get a bit more filming done than I did last weekend. I'll try. I swear to God, I'll try. Catch you guys on Monday, and have a great weekend.